Science, technology, engineering, and math are all fields that currently do not produce enough employees to fill current job demand, a demand that goes beyond just the needs of industry. Our guest today is working to help guide Oklahoma students into the classes that will help them enter into the STEM fields. Saeed Sarani joins me now in studio. So what is the outlook for STEM jobs here in Oklahoma, and I guess what does that mean for today's students?
So outlook, Rob, it looks really good. We've been very aggressive. We've been really understanding needs and challenges, and we have aligned to the challenges. But really the difficulty, we as a state really kind of feeling it like many other, the rest of the 49 states, is our demand, the demand of the industry and the production of the workforce to meet that demand is not aligned yet. We have our work cut up for us to make sure, because they're growing by tenfold. They need the workforces, retirement age is coming, they need more people come to the workforce. We're not producing enough STEM experts to be able to meet their needs.
Now, Saeed, we often talk about pathways, getting from education to jobs. How are we doing here in the state of getting those students into the STEM fields?
Actually, I think we have consciously created a very practical pathway to expose our students on early stages to understand what STEM needs are and how to get there. The pathway we're talking about is first start from really at the early grade level, to really expose our elementary students to say really what STEM stands for. What are the opportunities out there for you? What are the stuff you need to look into it, even creating, problem solving, critical thinking. Through that pathway, when our elementary students get exposed and they come to the middle school level, we have many nationally known pathways in place presently that really help the student to understand that I have an option to kind of look at the STEM in the practical point of view. So they actually have the pathway like gateway to technology. They really have the opportunity to be able to look at the different module and work either through the engineering module, creation, flight simulation, and many other ones to really expose themselves. We do not stop there. We do not stop there, and we go further. When our students come to career technology or the different area, they're really exposed to pre-engineering, biomedical, and biosciences pathways to understand how they can be beneficial through this thing. So if you look at it as a whole, Rob, we really have many pathways in place to help our students from K-12 to understand what the STEM is, how they can align their knowledge and their future for the area and their interest in that sense. We truly believe more information available to our future workforce, they can make better decisions. I know you have heard about data-driven decision-making based on the facts. To the student, those facts dictate not in the statistical format, in the practicality format, in a sense of it's not far-fetched for me to become a doctor. It's not out of question I become engineering or biosciences or work for the aerospace. And to really make that kind of opportunity for our student, for our future workforce, is truly a guiding way for us to really helping students to understand STEM.
So what will that workforce look like, and what will our education look like in the next 10 years?
Great question. Those are the so many unknown, and you know that as a workforce, we know for sure there are jobs and jobs that has not been yet created, and there are workforces out there that we don't know how to prepare for. That is a reality of the fact. Right now, we are really on the mentality, certain engineering courses, certain medical courses, certain different area is very important to become a doctor, become architect. But our future going to have unknown jobs and unknown expertise going to need. One thing we understand very clearly, if our students have very strong analytical ability, they have strong process skill and great communication, critical thinking, and problem solving, they'll be very successful regardless what job going to be down the pipe.
Well, Saeed, I certainly appreciate you stopping by and visiting with us about this exciting field.
Oh, my pleasure.
Now, to see more stories on STEM, just head to our website at okrising.com and look under our value-added section.